Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome to another TV Central one-on-one podcast. I'm Aaron Ryan. This is episode 2024. The fresh aroma of spray tans, the sparkle of thousands of sequins, and the rhythmic beat of ballroom shoes could only signify one thing. 12 new celebrities are showcasing their magical moves on the new season of Dancing with the Stars. We've already previewed the season with Better Homes and Gardens expert Adam Dovell, but last night, was the first elimination, and someone had to go, and unfortunately, it was Nadia Bartel. Nadia Bartel is an Australian fashion entrepreneur and designer with a name synonymous with style. With a background in fashion media, Nadia's online fashion destination Chronicles of Nadia became a go-to lifestyle and fashion hub. In 2019, the mother of two founded a successful fashion label, Henne, alongside her sister and friend, which gained a cult following for its sophisticated and timeless appeal. Look at me, I sound like I know something about fashion. Nadia has stopped by for a chat following her elimination. Nadia Bartel, thank you for joining me here at TV Central.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Well, first of all, great dance last night. The choreography was great. I love the start where you look like you're the sort of Queen of Hearts in a deck of cards. Awesome. I know the
Yes,
technical part of the dancing must be daunting, but is it fun making up a scene and organizing costumes? I mean, you being a fashion queen, it was right on spot.
it is. It's so much fun. And the whole team behind Dancing with the Stars is just so incredible. Kelly Abbey, the creative director, she does such an amazing job. And just seeing how she pulls the whole creative together to match it in with the routine, with the dancers, it's pretty amazing to see. And then you throw in all the hair and makeup and also the costume design, and it's so beautiful. But yeah, with my actual dance, there's so much technique that goes into a tango like that as well. So I think last night I was just really trying to concentrate on getting my technique right instead of just, yeah, maybe having fun. I should have had a little bit more fun on stage.
More. When you watch at home and not have a clue about intricate dancing technique, it obviously looks spectacular. But then when you go to the judges, it's completely different. I think Craig called your dance messy, and you made loads of mistakes. He's looking for technicality. However, he also said it lacked drama and passion. You have just met your dance partner. How do you ignite passion with a new partner? I imagine that's something that's hard to learn.
I think it is. I think it's really hard to perform on stage. I think for someone like me that has no experience in entertainment or performances or being on stage or even doing dance as a kid, I think a lot of the other contestants are actors and maybe they've done drama or they're singers, and I think makes a big difference. So for me, I did find it really hard to get on stage and really showcase that performance and get into that frame of mind where I think I was a little bit nervous. I think as soon as I walked out on the stage, I almost on the first performance last week got a little bit of stage fright. So I think I kind of knew that I felt that from the first performance and was feeling that a little bit again in my second.
Shana talked about tone and strength in the core. How physically demanding is dancing, especially when you have to have an unnatural posture while dancing?
It is so hard. Yeah, particularly the dance I did last night, which was a tango, which is a ballroom style dance. You need to hold your back and neck straight and hold your head to the side and keep it there. So I think I was really concentrating on my head and back with not wanting to move that and flop that around. That then I think the core of my body, it's really hard to kind of hold that firm as well. And dancers, I just have so much admiration for them. Like the hours are so long. You put so much effort in, and then you can get up on stage and you can just make a silly mistake and it does not look the best.
Craig always gives pretty low scores and gave you a three. I thought the others might go higher, but they gave you fours. What was the reflective talk with your dance partner on where you might have gone wrong? I mean, when I say wrong, this is someone with no dance experience absolutely killing it on the dance floor in front of millions of people.
Oh, thanks. Well, we actually thought we did a really good job. So I know that they mentioned that I made a few mistakes, but I felt really good when I finished the performance, to tell you the truth. I loved learning the tango, and even my dance partner, he thought that I did a really good job. So it was a little bit surprising to hear some of those comments, but obviously they're looking for so many intricate details and they know exactly what they're talking about. They've been doing this for such a long time. So I definitely respect what they had to say, but I did also feel really good finishing that performance.
Mhm. Your final elimination dance was just beautiful, and Craig actually saved you and said you had the most technical ability, grace, and style. The rest of the comments were a little bit, I don't know, wishy-washy and didn't really state that Ben was necessarily better than you. Do you know exactly why Ben was chosen over you?
I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure. I really appreciate what Craig said though. That was really lovely. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he did. I watched back a bit of his performance last night, and he did do a great job. And I think it's just nice to see him out there, having fun. So yeah, I'm not sure. I wasn't really. I think it's hard for the judges in that position. I think to make a decision between both of us.
Tell me about the experience as a whole. It's about dance steps, but there is so much more. There is chemistry with your dance partner, rehearsing, physicality, time, rehearsals, fashion, choreography, lights, camera, studio, audience. What parts did you enjoy and what might have been a struggle?
Gosh, yeah, it's so much. You're right. There's so much that goes into it. And I loved it. I really did find it so nice doing something very different for me. I'm normally like in an office, managing my team, and yeah, designing clothes is very different to what I did with that. And I loved it. I loved the training. I love getting to know my dance partner. Also, having a great connection with the other dancers and the other celebrities in the show. I think it was really nice forming that connection with them. The hours were long, but I love doing hard things. I love working hard. I think for me, the thing that I found the hardest was probably just getting on stage. I think I probably got in my head a little bit and I overthought just before I jumped out there. And I think you need to be super focused to perform, and you need to be really comfortable and really confident. And I think maybe if you're not feeling totally confident that day, or maybe you're feeling a little bit unsure about your steps, I think it can really get to you, and it can really, hinder your performance on the night.
On that point with the connection with the cast, in previous seasons, the cast talk about how close they get and they really support each other throughout their experience. Did you make any strong connections with the cast or anyone else that will carry beyond the show?
I did. I really found actually quite a few strong connections with so many of them. I really love Samantha Jade. She's so beautiful. Nikki, the comedian, was so lovely as well. Nova Paris, we spoke about so much. But some of the guys as well. Shane is just so much fun. I'd met him a little bit over the years, but just having spending more time with him. He's just such a genuine, nice guy. And I found that everyone, all the cast members really lifted you up after performances, and we really we had a great bond together. It was great.
You know what I love about shows like this? It's super courageous to do something like this. It really sets an example to others. Now, you have two boys. They must be really proud and surely thinking, wow, if mum can do that, I can do anything.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's really the real reason I wanted to do it as well, because I think with the boys at their ages of 5 and 8, there's so many things sometimes that they want to try and they're scared to do it, or they say, Mum, I can't do that. So I really wanted to show them that you can get out there and do something like on, live television, for everyone to see, and, totally out of my comfort zone, and just to see that, yeah, it didn't go that well for me in the end. Obviously, I was the first eliminated, but I was explaining to them last night that, you've got to do hard things, and it's not going to always work out exactly as you plan. But I learned so much from it, and I still had fun. And I think that's good
Mhm.
for them to see, because even with my little one, he loves to dance, and says, oh, but mum, I can't. I said, but why can't you? Of course you can. He's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, yes, you can do anything you want to. So I think even just for sport and different things like that as well, like sometimes they might not have the best result when they play sport. And I said, but it's still, look at the fun you've had and look at what you've learned along the way. So I'm still really glad that I've done it. I obviously would have loved to stay in a little bit longer, and learn some more dance moves. But, that's just the way it is. You just got to pick yourself up sometimes when things don't always go your way, and it's fine. It's life. It's all good.
Look, I hear you're double jointed in both your
Oh,
arms and legs.
yes.
When you spoke with Leo about this, did he think this would actually be a benefit or hindrance? Because I'm not sure which one it would be.
I know. I'm not sure, because I've done so much sport as a kid, and even through my teens, I was pretty good at sport. And yeah, the double jointed, I could never cross my legs sitting down at
Ah.
school. I still can't, and my arms. So maybe that is, I've always had a bit of an issue with my hips, even through like crossing my legs and then through sport and different things. So I don't know. Maybe that maybe my little double jointed thing that I've got means I can't actually dance. I'm not sure. I can normally boogie around fine, but I think doing all these technical moves, it was definitely a whole different ball game.
Hmm. A lot of the cast would be feeling a lot of anxiety, jitters, and even a bit of panic, obviously, being out there on stage. Out of everyone on screen, you seem to be the most calm. Were you actually calm, or was it a calm face with all panic inside?
No, I actually felt really calm going onto stage, and I felt really calm beforehand. I think everyone was. I think Nikki was like, "Oh my God, how are you so calm in this moment?" But I did feel I'm really into my meditation and my breath work, so I did a little bit of that before I got on stage and felt totally at ease. But it was just that last moment when I got on stage that I actually did feel quite nervous. So I think you can do all the preparation sometimes, but I think it doesn't prepare you for getting out there and just seeing all the faces look at you like the lights, the cameras, and I did feel really nervous right at the end.
All right, just going on to a little bit of a tangent now. I mentioned in the intro that you, your sister, and a friend founded a successful fashion label, Henne, a bold move, full of risk and uncertainty, and again, an inspiring example for your boys. Could you tell me more about your fashion label and its market position in terms of branding and style?
Yeah, so Henny, so it's we really wanted to create a brand that was very wearable, pieces that you could wear to work, out to the weekend. And I just found that there was a real gap in the market for pieces like that at that stage. This was about 6 years ago when we decided to launch the brand. And it's just been so fun doing it with my sister and my friend. And we've had lots of ups and downs as you do with launching a fashion label, but it's been incredible as well connecting with our customer. And it's been so nice creating pieces that women feel confident in, they feel empowered in, and opening up our two stores. We've opened up our Melbourne store, and then we've opened up our Sydney store just a few months ago, and it's been so nice seeing the customer and chatting to them. And I love when I work in the stores and just seeing that what we create actually has an impact on them as well. So yeah, it's been fantastic.
People have seen you on Dancing with the Stars and might be keen to have a look at your fashion label. Where would you direct them to? Obviously, you got the store in Melbourne and Sydney, but outside of that, is it direct on the website?
It's only our website, so henne.com.au. We don't have any other wholesalers at the moment. And yeah, if they're looking for pieces that are very wearable, workwear pieces, very like staple items as well, lots of knits, a big focus for us is denim. Yeah, they can head online and see everything there.
How do you manage the business side of the fashion label while staying creative and innovative?
It's very hard. Yeah, it's very hard. I think to have a successful business, particularly when it's a fashion business, you need to have that business commercial hat on all the time. But it's hard for me because I'm a very creative person as well. We're really lucky over the years that we've been able to hire into some of those positions, which really help. But even though I've always been creative, I love the business side of things. So I find that really exciting, and I'm very interested in that space as well. So I'm always trying to learn, speaking to different mentors, getting different people into the business as well that can help. Because as soon as you start to grow a business, it becomes harder. So as much as it's fun, I think there's so many other issues that arise. And even when hiring staff has been a really big thing for us. And I think it's been something that we're still learning to deal with. But yeah, it's just interesting. Every year you go on in business, and every stage of business brings across new things, new hardships as well.
And just finally, what are your goals for the future of Henny? Are there any exciting projects or collaborations on the horizon, or some some goals that you're looking at?
Yeah, we really want to open stores around Australia. So that's really our main focus for the next few years. Obviously, we've got the two stores, but we're already looking at opening our third, which will hopefully look to be in Melbourne and have a bigger space. But other than that, I'd love to grow the brand internationally as well. We've had some success in the US, but I would love to look at a wholesale partner overseas that really kind of reflects our ethos as well. So that's kind of the next few years. Yeah, which is really exciting. And you mentioned partnerships as well. I'd love to look at, a collaboration with another kind of designer, and maybe like in more of the design aspect as well. So joining Henne with maybe a brand that's a little bit more of an interior focus as well, which would be lots of fun.
All right, so lots of exciting things coming up.
Lots of busy moments. Yeah.
Nada, you truly are an inspiration for those seeking confidence, entrepreneurs wondering how to navigate their journey, and of course for your boys who see a wonderful risk taker in you. Your achievements prove that anything is possible if you give it a go, and your effort on Dancing with the Stars was a prime example of your determination and an amazing performance as well, even if it was cut a little bit too short. But thank you so much for joining me at TV Central.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
That was Nadia Bartel, fashion extraordinaire. Head to henne.com.au to look at some great fashion and also glamorous contestant on Dancing with the Stars, which continues Sundays at 7 p.m. on 7 and 7 Plus. Well, that's it for another TV Central one-on-one podcast. For all the latest television news, streaming updates, cinema reviews, ratings guides, and podcasts, head to TV Central at tvcentral.com.au. But for now, I'm Aaron Ryan. Thanks to Nadia Bartel. Bye for now.